The one time I don't frickin' check, because the last few streams it wasn't a problem, so I didn't check. Thinking that it was okay. God dang it. And I said a lot of things too. Now I have to start over again. Crap. Well, why didn't I check my microphone? Well, let me start over and I'll explain. And I'm probably not going to explain it as good the first time too. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another fun Genichiro stream. Yay! It's content of just music playing. Oh yeah, on the plus side, I added in an overlay that shows what track is playing. So, at least you know what you're listening to. Everything is provided by ChillHop, of course. If you don't know what ChillHop is, scroll down, you'll see it. I mean, scroll down later. Listen to me now, listen to music. Well, also right now, but then listen to more music later. But I digress. Okay. Alright, where do we begin? Okay, I started with why there was no stream yesterday. Okay. Also, hi Archangel, hi Rico. So I started with why wasn't there a stream last night? And why wasn't there a notification until about 7:30 a.m. this morning, local time? Local time from ESUTC -5. So, Golden Sun: The Lost Age allows you to import your save data from the first Golden Sun, which you need to do if you want to get everything. Or rather, have everything. Because there's stuff in the first game that you simply cannot find in the second game. You only have it if you transfer the save data over. There's two ways to go about this. There's method 1, which is the password method. And within the password method, there's 3 tiers. Gold, silver, and bronze tier of how much you port over with that password. The more you port over, the more long and the more stupid the password gets. And naturally, the more likely you are to miss something up. Especially if you're a kid, you don't have a computer to take notes on, you gotta write this stuff down. Bear in mind, when this game came out, I was a high school student. That'll lead to me saying something about these games that I've not mentioned yet in either the playthroughs, and I suppose now is as good a time as any, but I'll get there. And the other thing is, even the highest tier password doesn't transfer over everything. It gets most of it there, but not everything. I prefer to have everything. So, the other method is the link cable method. Now, for me as a kid, this was really easy because I had a regular stock GBA, and then I later got a GBA SP because I wanted to have the power of flips and backlight. So all I had to do was just simply put Golden Sun into my stock GBA, put Golden Sun Lost Age into my SP, plug in the link cable, boom, done. Data was transferred, easy money, easy life. And while I could dig out my SP, my GBA, and my cartridges, all of which I still have, I would be scared to look at the battery for any of that, though. Especially inside the cartridges, which I'm sure the battery for the memory is long since dead. But, and then I have to fix it in order to, like, practically use it, but anyhow. And then there's capturing anything from it. I mean, I think my sister probably would have a GB player lying around, and I would be able to capture off that, but we're trying to do things. Marshmallow! I'm trying to do things via the emulators that I use just to make things easier for myself. So, the emulator that I've been using is BizHawk, and the reason why I like using that one is it works for multiple systems. It has cores for Game Boy, it has cores for original Game Boy, it has cores for Super Game Boy, Super Nintendo, Nintendo Entertainment System, PlayStation, you name it. There's a core in here for it. There's some caveats to some of the cores, especially for more modern systems, like you might, for example, in the case of, let's say, PlayStation, you need to have access to a BIOS file. How you obtain these is, Google it. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. We all know. I don't need to say it. But anyhow, so I prefer to use that. The problem is that BizHawk does not support GBA linking at all. So if I want to transfer my save data from Golden Sun to Lost Age, well, I've got to find a workaround. Now, the core in BizHawk is based off of MGBA. So I just went and grabbed the MGBA standalone, and I figured, well, the save file should probably port over without issue, because, I mean, it should be the same thing, right? Well, not one for one the same. Right? I'm just like going over it. So it's not one for one. It's not like you just copied a save file, put it in the folder for the other program, and it'll just work. No, you have to do some adjusting. So that took a bit of time to figure out the adjusting part to get my save to work. Now, thankfully, once I got the save to work and was able to move that save learn how to move the save between MGBA standalone and BizHawk. Okay, so we got that part wasn't so bad. So now, the linking part. Now, thankfully, linking in MGBA is piss easy. You open up one instance, and then it'll give you the option to launch a second instance that'll be connected. All you gotta do is load one game on one instance, load the other game on the other, and it's already linked together. You just have to enter in the command to link the send the data. And very much easily then move the save over into my BizHawk save directory and move from there. So all that already took a chunk of time. And bear in mind, I worked a double shift yesterday. I had to work a double shift today. So my goal was I really needed to get home and just kind of start up right away yesterday. So having to go through all this was not helping my cause any. But wait, there's more. So I realized that just initiating the data transfer from one game from Golden Sun to Lost Age doesn't automatically save that info to the save file. You have to wait until you can save for the first time before you can actually do that. And therein lies the problem, which was what I spent more time trying to solve. You miss the first bits of plot to get to a point where you can save. And remember, I have to save on MGBA to move the data over to BizHawk. If there's no save for me to move over, it's not going to happen. And again, BizHawk doesn't support linking natively. So I was like, okay, is there a way for me to do this such that I could initiate the process of moving the data over, but then like take a snapshot of everything as it is and then load that into BizHawk? I run off of that. And it's possible, but there's a lot of trial and error involved, and the problem is there's no real easy way to test if it actually worked properly or not. So I was like, I spent another couple hours on trying to figure that part out, just to conclude that it probably isn't really worth it. And of course, at that point, it's like, I need to go to sleep. I have to be up in a few hours. Like, I got 3 hours of sleep because I was trying to get this to happen. So that's why there was no stream last night. And why there wasn't a message about it until I got to the office. Essentially, I like slept until right before I had to. I gave myself enough time to get up and put clothes on to leave and get to the office on time. That's how tight I took it. Because I was like trying to sort this issue out last night. Because I at least wanted to have things set up so that I could just run today and not have to worry about it. So what I am going to have to do is like start a new game just to show those start a new game just to show those initial bits of plot, and then I'll actually go into the save and go from there. EP Wolf Girl. So let's talk about today's IT funsies. I'll try not to dwell on this for too long. I know we want to see some gaming, but like also I want to talk about stuff. So first thing that I come into this morning is a manager for meat department side just comes up to me and say, "Hey, I got this new printer, but I can't get it to work." What he's trying to do is print emails from his phone. The reason for this is has to do with I'm not sure I should say. Eunice! Hi, Eunice! I'll go with there's very important things he needs to be able to print from his phone, and it's more practical to do things from his phone rather than try and set up a computer in the butcher room. So fine, he's got a printer. Now, chat, tell me. You see a printer that says the support that should work wirelessly, and it has an icon on its display showing a phone along with a signal strength icon. Based off of that and no manual, because wherever the manual for this blasted thing is, I have no idea. Based off of those two things alone, how do you think a phone will connect to this printer? Take a guess.
Yeah, it's not an accident, I'm multifaceted. When I love something,
That was my thoughts too, Yeetus. I expected it to be Bluetooth connected. And the main department manager was telling me it's like he couldn't get it to work, no matter what. So I run off the initial assumption that it's a Bluetooth device, and you have to push the link button on the printer to get it to connect. I do this several times, and it does nothing. And I'm just like, why is this not working? And turns out, yeah, it's a Wi-Fi thing. Which, if something is just wireless by itself, I would think that, yeah, it connects through Wi-Fi. But the fact that it goes out of the way, that it has a phone icon on the display. I'm like, why would you put the phone icon on there if you have to go through the Wi-Fi? To me, that doesn't make any sense. Like, the phone icon tells me Bluetooth. Of course, at that point, then why not just use the Bluetooth logo, which... I guess that should have been a clue to me that it wasn't actually Bluetooth. Yeah, once I realized that, it was just a matter of finding the right access point that the printer could readily connect to, and by extension, the phone that he was trying to print from would be able to connect to. Once I got all that sorted out, and while I've explained it quickly, bear in mind this all took 45 minutes, at least 30 minutes. 30, 45 minutes to sort out. But the process itself is you have to get an app, install. So you have to go grab it and install an app, and this is the same for both iOS and Android. Then you have to connect to the printer via a direct Wi-Fi connection. And then tell the printer which access point to connect to. And then, after that, you have to connect through the printer through the Wi-Fi. Because even though there's a way to directly connect the printer to the phone, it still has to go through the freaking Wi-Fi for some reason. Which, why include the middleman when we don't need to? Like, you can directly connect the phone to the printer. You have to in order to set it up. Yeah, exactly. However, in this instance, it's not quite a shite reward. Not for them, anyway. I'm always nervous about what I can and can't say about things at work, so I will just, especially because I know as many things as I do. So I'll just say it has to do with the exchanging of money, why they need to print, and leave it at that. So it's actually not quite just a shit reward. It's actually worth it for them to engage in the process. Or rather, worth it for them to have me engage in the process after they failed to get it to work, which naturally, after 45 minutes of me tracking down a manual, realizing how it actually connects, and then following the steps, yeah, I was able to figure it out. And I thought, well, there's my IT snafu of the day. We did it. We move on with our lives. But not quite. So I'm in the middle of working on a delivery that I woke up for to go into work to deal with in the first place. The catering manager comes up to me. Hey, I'm sorry to bother you. I know you're busy. I'm like, and that you're bothering me anyway. But I can't print right now I can't print to this label printer that I really need to be able to print to. And the label printer in question is, so in this day and age, if you're a business that sells stuff, you need an online storefront. You do. In some way, shape, or form, you need to have an online storefront. That is true of grocery stores too. And where you don't want to pay for a third party, so we use our own staff for this, which is fine until it isn't. Why do I say until it isn't? Well, the person that normally handles picking all the orders didn't come into work today. And then on top of that, the other person that handles the catering side didn't come in either. So basically the catering manager had to do double duty today. And she was already flustered. And the reason why we needed to print the labels is the labels put on each box for the order, which order it is, and where is it going, and when. So these labels are important. It's not just a matter of let's get this thing slapped on there for the sake of, like some over-glorified wireless thing that could easily be replaced by one of those little cheap things where you just like type a name or text or something into a thermal printer and it just prints things on there that way and on a sticker or something. No, this is a bit more higher stakes than that. I made a mistake. This morning. Tell me, chat. When something computer related doesn't work, what's the first thing that you can try to do that will probably fix it? And it's a very easy thing to do. It's a very easy first step, and it fixes 90% of the problems. What is the step, chat? Exactly, Yeetus. Turn it off and back on again. Because that is so ingrained. I was running under the assumption that the catering manager did that already. So it was driving me crazy to figure out why it wasn't working. Because normally, the normal thing that causes the problem is the computer that's responsible for hosting the printer configuration's gone down. Because without it, the label printer won't work. Like that, the label printer literally it has to work through a desktop computer as an intermediary. So I thought that computer was turned off somehow. And of course it wasn't. And I'm just running around and I'm trying to figure out why is this label printer not working? And then I looked at her and I said, "Hey, did you try turning everything off and back on again?" "No." I was like, motherfucker. Turned everything off, turned it back on again. Hey chat, do you think that solved the problem? And you win! Congratulations! I had said initially when I thought that it was the host computer that was acting up, I told her, I was like, this is something that you wouldn't be able to do. Not that I'm saying that you would be not smart enough to do it, but it's just simply if there's a problem with the host computer, I need to deal with it. I didn't think the not able to handle bit wouldn't apply to turning it off and back on again, but here we lie. Could have saved myself another freaking 30 minutes by just remembering, oh yeah, the people who work here don't know or understand the concept of shut it off and then back on again. Hey. I tell you, man, the IT world is a fun one. And my world's gonna need a lot of caffeine. So I told myself today that I would make an attempt at making up for yesterday by trying to do a 4-hour stream. I don't know if I'll make it that far. I'm going to try. I did basically 2 13.5-hour shifts back to back, and on each of them I only got 3 hours of sleep. So I'm learning on caffeine and hope right now. As in, I hope the caffeine will keep me awake so I don't fall asleep on stream again. If I actually do start nodding off, I mean, I'm gonna call it, because at that point my body is basically saying, hey, you know that self-care you're skipping out on? Yeah, no. All right, for you, Yeetus. Okay. Sometimes I guess I gotta have somebody just like put the foot down and be like, no, don't. Well, so let's dig in, shall we? Let's dig into the continuation. And at some point, probably add a little more caffeine to my system. Alrighty. And boop. Alrighty. So, normally you wouldn't get this screen if you just started. It would prompt you for the initial setup. Yes, cold shower is not fun. Oh, by the way, I added a couple of fun new commands into Bodichiro. Check this one out. There's a matching You're welcome, Yeetus. There's a matching one for Hug too, by the way. I've been having fun configuring Bodichiro. I've been having a lot of fun setting her up, and it's gonna be great when I finally have her like fully set up. Wait, is that a thing your shower can do? Because if that's the case, holy shit. All you gotta do is type exclamation mark kiss or exclamation mark hug, and you can, and then name somebody in chat. You can also give Bodichiro hugs and kisses too. She doesn't mind. She's not shy. And yes, I gave Bodichiro pronouns. Why? Because I can. At some point, I maybe put together a profile picture of her that's just like a roboticized version of myself or something. You're supposed to use it on me. There's also the quote function. The quote function's fun. I only have, I'm eventually gonna add instructions and stuff once I have everything fully set up, but like, if I say something really funny and you wanted to take it out of context and make sure I never forget, there's a couple of fun ways to go about it. So right now there's only one quote there. But if I say something funny, you can add it in there. Just do quote add. So like this. Do that, and then like take whatever thing that I said, and you can add a quote in. And then if somebody types exclamation mark quotes, it'll pull random quotes from that list. And then you can remind the world something I said out of context. That it would be funny out of context. If it's something that's not funny out of context, it probably wouldn't be as amusing to put on there. There's just the one quote right now. Which honestly, I feel like that's one of like the best stupid things I came up with. I was just like talking about my life in general, and I was like, man, I managed to get 3 SOs with half a rack and a full-size cake. I was like, that's a good one. I need to write that down. So that's the current quote that Bot Ichiro has. I'm hoping to have a robust, several robust additions to it. But yeah, I'm really gonna try and like trick out Bot Ichiro for maximum funsies. She's gonna be a fun part of the channel. In terms of things that I had existing beforehand, I'm going to be continuing to use Seribot. Seribot does just so many good things that Bot Ichiro just isn't able to do. Or if she is able to do it, I don't know how to set it up. Nor do I care to if I already have something that works. I will likely be relying on Stream Elements less and less. Especially because Bot Ichiro can connect to Stream Elements, and access everything that Stream Element Bot could do already. So I want to have Bot Ichiro do all the fun stuff because Bot Ichiro is my custom bot. More custom is more better. It's more fun that way. At least I think it's more fun that way. Well, now that we're 45 minutes in the stream, let's actually play the game. Let's drink water, then play the game. Hold on, let me throw let me throw some caffeine into my water. Like I said, the struggle is real right now. Thankfully, I do not work tomorrow, which is good. I want to have some time to like relax, recuperate, and also get ready for the karaoke stream that I'm doing tomorrow. Which, man, I'm not sure if I almost feel like I should apologize to you guys for doing that. Like, subject you guys to my singing voice, which is a voice that can sing, in quotes. We'll find out, I guess. Alright. So, I'm going to start a new game, and then when I catch up to the part where you can actually save, I'll pull up the actual save that has all the save data. I just don't want anybody to miss plot stuff. Because, I mean, there's so much good here. Oh, I get that, Edis, I really do. Alrighty, let the plot begin. Ages ago, or so the stories tell, the power of alchemy ruled over the world of Weyard. Alchemy wrought the base elements of humanity into thriving civilizations, like lead into gold. But of course, we have to turn lead into gold. But in time, man's dreams gave birth to untold strife. Dreams of endless riches, of eternal life, of dominion over all that lived. Dreams of conquest and of war. These dreams would have torn the world apart, if not for a few brave and wise men who sealed away the power of alchemy deep in Mount Alepht's soul sanctum. The Full Metal Alchemist, it's my favorite anime video game. Prologue from Book 1. The town of Vale guarded the secret for many years, until Isaac and Jenna, whose parents died in a storm 3 years before, disturbed the sanctum. Satoros and Minardi, of the Mars clan, followed them into the sanctum. With them traveled Jenna's brother, Felix, thought lost in that same tragic storm. Satoros and Minardi stole the elemental stars and the keys to breaking the seal on the power of alchemy and kidnapped Jenna and the scholar Crodden. If these 4 jewels were used to fire the elemental lighthouses, the seal on alchemy would be broken. Isaac and Garrett set out to stop Satoros, rescue their friends, and return the elemental stars to their home in Sol Sanctum. They banded together with a young wind adept named Ivan and pursued Satoros and Minardi to Emo, a winterlocked town near Mercury Lighthouse. There they met the guardian of the lighthouse, a water adept named Mia. With her, they pursued Satoros to the area high atop Mercury Lighthouse. Isaac was too late to stop Satoros from lighting the beacon and escaping. Again, Isaac chased him, crossing Angara to the shores of the Caragol Sea. Taking passage on a troubled ship, Isaac crossed the Caragol to Tolby. He spoke of Tolby's leader, a strange man named Bobby. Strange man, eh? Bobby entered Isaac and Colosso as a test of his powers. Isaac's energy won Colosso and earned him Bobby's trust. Bobby revealed a great secret to Isaac. Thanks to a mystic drop from the lost land of Lemuria, Bobby had lived for 150 years. He offered to help Isaac, who then headed deep into the Gondwan. In the town of Lalavero, Isaac learned that Satoros and Minardi had kidnapped a young girl named Sheba, whom they needed within the lighthouse. Isaac fought and defeated them atop the lighthouse, but he was too late. The beacon had been lit. Essentially, a great cataclysm followed, which is great if there are people who missed parts of it. Sheba fell into the sea. Felix jumped in to save her, but both were lost in the roiling waves. Jenna left the lighthouse to find them, but to no avail. Isaac went to Lalavero, where Bobby asked him to find Lemuria and the remaining lighthouses. He gave Isaac a Lemurian ship to make the journey for the Lost Land. This chapter of our story begins with Jenna, just before the beacon on Venus Lighthouse is lit. Camelot presents Golden Sun, Book 2. The Lost Age. And there he goes to confront Mr. Sassy Man Isaac himself.
Are you sure we should be leaving like this? Once we go down those stairs, we can't get back into the lighthouse. Maybe I should have stopped my brother.
Jenna, is something troubling you? What is it? What's wrong?
I have a bad feeling.
Obi-Wan, is that you?
Like something terrible is going to happen. How unlike you, Jenna. Surprised to see me?
Alex, are you listening?
Where's Felix? Why isn't he here with you? My brother, he left us. What can Felix possibly be thinking?
He was worried about Sheba. He went to check on her.
He was supposed to be leading you out of here. I thought that you would have been far from this lighthouse by now. Why are you still here?
We tried to stop Felix from going back up to the Eyrie.
How like him. Once Felix gets an idea into his head, he rarely changes his mind. Alex, what were you talking about just now? What did you mean when you said, how unlike you? I was merely surprised to hear you expressing such concern, Jenna. Nevertheless, I'm impressed Felix went back. Don't change the subject, Alex. What did you mean? Are you saying that I'm insensitive? If that's what you heard, then I must have misspoken. Accept my apologies.
You know, for somebody that's supposedly holding someone hostage, this sure seems more like bantering between siblings rather than outright, oh, by the way, I'm not releasing you.
Well, Jenna, I think Alex has said his piece on the matter.
I'm not sure he has, Cradden. Who do you think you are, talking to me like that? I retract my statement, my dear. Forget all about it, Jenna. So tell me about this feeling, Jenna. I'm not sure we should be leaving Venus Lighthouse yet.
What are you saying?
You can't really mean to remain here.
Alex is right. It's far too dangerous, Jenna. We would only hinder the others.
The others? Did Isaac follow us to the lighthouse?
It would seem so.
He must be trying to stop Satoros and Minardi. If my brother goes back and finds Isaac, they're going to end up fighting. If the Venus Lighthouse has not yet been lit, yes, they will fight.
Felix is a terribly rash young man, is he not?
Why are boys such fools?
He may be rash, but Felix is no fool. His good qualities outweigh his bad.
That's why I think Isaac would understand if we just talked to him.
Understand what?
Why didn't I think of this before now? Please, can't we go back up and talk to Isaac? I'm afraid that's not possible. Alex, why? He is an enemy. Isaac, an enemy? Our methods may differ, but you and I ultimately want the same thing. To light the elemental lighthouses.
Wait. Crud, buddy. That's bad. We don't want that, remember?
Isaac and his friends would prevent this from happening. So that makes them enemies? But fear not. They won't be able to defeat Sataros and Minardi. So, Felix went back up to the top of the lighthouse.
Why do you seem so pleased, Alex?
Why shouldn't I be? After all, the lighthouse will soon shine brightly once again. Alex, why do you want to see the beacon lit so badly? Oh, so it's my turn to answer questions, is it? Once, alchemy was commonplace throughout this world. With its power, mankind worked wonders across the land.
The lost age of man.
I want to see that world restored once again. And what, Alex? We've spoken long enough already. Let us continue this another time.
Alrighty, Yeetus. Have a super comfy shower. Okay. I'll be here for a little while. If I'm following what you said, I've got an hour left.
We should leave now. We should leave the lighthouse now, before the beacon is fired.
I concur. Let's meet at the location we'd agreed on and wait for Felix.
Alright, Crowden. Let's go.
And there goes the barrier. Try to go back now. Zappy zaps. Alright. So this is the part where I could like launch my save file now. So I'm going to do that. So reset. And then also bring out my guide now, because reading is over. Time to actually do stuff. And this is going to be kind of straightforward for the simple fact that we can't do it, like, well, the puzzles. We don't have carry. Like, we see the carry stones, but remember, we don't have that. We don't even have any Outworld synergy. Jenna didn't have move. Didn't even have move. She has nothing. She's not defenseless. But by no means is she defenseless, but... that just leads to that. Oh, hey, the guy that was there before is gone. Oh yeah, the hippity hoppity boom. Well, I guess Isaac didn't bother taking the herb out of that thing. Also, that chest looked very much not open, but... you know. Details, details. And we're out. Hello, Burbs.
There they are! Get 'em!
Hmm? Oh dear.
Eodom sent us to stand guard here, but... never thought we'd actually run into them. Scoundrels! What have you done with Sheba? Return her now or you're really gonna regret it.
Aren't there supposed to be more of them?
Maybe they're just the first ones to come out. Great! That means we've got them outnumbered.
Oh, you poor sweet summer child.
We could probably take them, you think? Go fetch the other Tulby soldiers still stationed in Olivero. Yes, sir! And we'll go tell the guys in the caves. Got it, boss!
How unfortunate. It looks like an ambush. What shall we do, Jenna?
What do you mean? Look around. We'll have to fight them. Are you serious? Jenna, are you really prepared to fight these men? We don't have any other choice. We have to. Well then, allow me to shoulder some of your burden.
Burden?
We regroup along the road leading away from Olivero. Do you understand?
You don't need to remind us, Alex. We know the place.
Alright, I'm gonna add play out before I continue. Actually, I should refill my water tank while I'm at this. Waiting for this ad to end. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's the smart thing to do. More liquid refreshment. So, type the username of whoever wants to kiss. It'll be funny. I should do a kiss counter. That's like the one I got tonight. I both got the chat kisses and the real kisses from Cinnamon Roll. Yay! And she has Shork. And I got Buha kissed.
Follow this road west and take the path down through the canyon to the cave. On the other side of that cave, you will find a small peninsula called Idejima. We meet there. Thankfully, only those workmen block your route. And fortunately, they don't look too tough.
Okay, Crichton, you kick their ass. I'll watch. Hello? We can hear you! That's just plain rude.
Why don't the two of you escape and leave the Tolby soldiers to me? The two of us? Alone? You can use Psynergy, can't you, Jenna? Yes. Then you'll be fine. We shall reconvene at the peninsula.
I don't know, Alex. Last time I came through here, the monsters were way higher level than level 5. You think you can take on Tolby's finest on your own, little man?
I do not wish to inflict unnecessary bloodshed.
Don't wish to? What's that supposed to mean?
If you lay a hand on these two, I assure you that you will be made to regret it. By advancing, I assume you mean to fight. Permit me to strike the first blow.
Ah, dang! What was that? I don't know, but whatever he did, it's out of our league. You guys deal with him until backup arrives.
Oh, so you're next.
Hey, no need to worry about us. We're not soldiers. We're not anybody. Seriously, there's no way we're gonna face off against you. Let's get out of here. I've seen chickens stand up for themselves better.
How undignified, and how shameful. Jenna, now is your chance. Go to Idejima and wait for me. I'm not finished with you yet. You mentioned backup from Olivero. Let's go beat them together, shall we?
Hey, pal. When they get here, you'll really be in for it.
Do you honestly believe that even 100 of you could stop me? How amusing. This I must see.
They're gone. Come on, Jenna. Let's be going. There's nothing standing in our way now.
But
what is it now? Ah, you're worried about hurting any innocents. Well, just try to hold back when you're fighting. Let's get going to the peninsula. Odds this voice is worse than my normal one. There's nothing over on the right. It probably won't even let me. Oh, hello there. Why do I gotta be the one to wait for backup? Yeah, please, just let me go in. Hey, that scary guy with the blue hair is not with you. Great. Now you'll see what I'm really made of. Uh-huh. Doodles. What did we learn? Ugh, I can't believe I got beaten by a girl. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my. Ah. Bang. Ah, yes, good old Suhala. Suhala Gate. Let's see, nothing interesting here. just a nice little climb up. Ah, it's them! Whoa there! Where'd the blue hair guide go? Who cares? I can handle some girl and her grandpa. Pal, you couldn't handle peach schnapps. Let alone me. But no, keep going with the whole trope of beaten by a girl. That'll work. Ha! That was a good idea, waiting for him. Oh. You two aren't going anywhere. Except with us. Back to Master Yoda. Alright. Oh man, there goes my big promotion. Dude, if beating up a girl and her quote-unquote grandpa is how you get promoted, then frankly it ain't worth it. Alright, so maybe you're going somewhere after all. Maybe I should have eaten a bigger breakfast. Should have done something. Man, I miss it when I don't have heals. Yeah, well, that'll do.
My, that was invigorating. He wasn't too strong. I never knew fighting could be so fun. Ah, but we'd better get on to the peninsula.
Crichton, shut up! You ain't fighting shit. I don't seem to have found the boat.
This is the place, isn't it? The peninsula at the end of the road to the west. That's what he told us. This must be Itajima. Minardi said a ship would be here. We ought to see if we can find it.
Don't look too hard, I guess.
Jaina, it's over there. At first glance, it seems like a normal ship, but there's something odd about it.
Crichton, wait! Oh, I swear, you're like a kid with a new toy. Hurry up in there! What's wrong?
It's missing.
What are you talking about?
The thingy that makes it go.
What do you mean? What's so important about this thingy?
The boat can't move without it.
Fat Minardi?
She tricked us.
Tricked us?
Yeah, by passing this dud boat off on us.
There's no trick. If this boat is a dud, how did it get here in the first place?
Oh,
Right. I mean, why would she give you the orb? She doesn't trust you that well.
It must have been the orb.
what orb?
Don't you remember that crystal Satoros was carrying?
That big black pearl thing?
I'm certain he said he could move the ship with it.
Jenna, Crawdon. There you are. I see you found the boat. We set sail as soon as the beacon has been fired, correct?
Strange.
What is it?
The beacon. It hasn't been lit yet.
You're right. Why is it taking so long? And why hasn't my brother returned?
Well, I think they figured it out.
They've done it, Jenna. They've lit the beacon.
What's happening, Crawdon? Why won't the ground stop shaking? Strange. I think it might actually be getting worse. I think the lighthouse is collapsing. Look, the ground around it is crumbling.
Mercury Lighthouse didn't react this way. What makes Venus different?
That last tremor tore a rift in the Sahala Range. How are we going to get back to Gondwan now?
Edajima. It's drifting away from the mainland.
But what will happen to us?
I mean, the boat's right there. I'll be fine. Or not.
Oh, Crawdon, how long will this island continue to drift?
I don't know. I wish you could tell me.
Sheesh, there are no help in times like this.
Hey, I'm hungry.
How can you even think about food? I wonder what happened to my brother.
I can't be certain, but it looks like they lit the Venus beacon.
No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, I know that. You don't have to tell me that. That's how we wound up adrift at sea, right?
My, aren't you cranky today, Jenna?
We are on what just became an island floating away from the mainland with apparently no hope for rescue, and you're asking me about food. Yes, I'm cranky! Or rather, yes, she's cranky.
Well, I suppose you're just worried about Felix.
Isaac and the others must have been at the lighthouse too.
I suspect you're right.
Yay! Welcome back, Edith! I miss them. Isaac, Felix.
You have been hanging out with Felix non-stop during the events of the first game. You have not had time to miss him yet.
Come with me. There's something I wish to show you.
Anyway, you can teleport, right? Can't you just, like, teleport and grab the black pearl? I mean, it's got the bottom of the inside of the lighthouse at this point, since Sataros and Minardi are now cadaverific, but...
Sheba! Felix!
Felix, Sheba.
Oh yeah, they survived, but we knew that already.
They're alive!
They're really alive.
What is this? Alex, what happened?
Title drop. And that was where the first game left off. Well, hour and a half in the hut, and we're finally Golden Sun to Lost Aging.
I thought Felix and Sheba were still inside the lighthouse.
It's miraculous. Miracle or no, I'm just happy my brother's alive.
Again.
What happened back there?
Sheba. Oh.
Find the elements. She's awake.
Sheba, are you alright? It's me, Jenna. Jenna? What happened?
It seems you drifted here with Felix.
With Felix? Take your time. Do you feel alright, Sheba?
I'm gonna have to find a way to do different voices for the two of them. Only having one girl in the party last time made it kind of easy. Admittedly, my range of female voices is not varied yet. I could barely manage it my own right, let alone try to do others.
Where are we? Edajima. We were all to meet here. But now, the island is floating away from Gondawan.
Well, it's an island now.
The island is moving.
I know it must be very hard to believe, Sheba.
When the Venus Lighthouse was lit, a massive tremor tore us off the continent. The ground beneath the lighthouse roiled, as though it might crumble away. Ah, I remember now. And that's what carried us away from Gondawan.
But what happened to you, Sheba? You are in the sea, and Sataros.
Sataros and Minardi are gone. What do you mean? Another group came. They fought Sataros and Minardi and won. Was it Isaac? Isaac? Yes, I think that's what they called him. You expect me to believe that Isaac and his companions defeated Sataros and Minardi? Have they really grown so powerful in so short a time?
But how did you wind up in the sea?
When the beacon was lit, the earthquake knocked me off the lighthouse tower. And what's my brother doing here? He tried to save me from drowning.
Felix jumped from the top of the lighthouse? Dear me!
Yeah, right? Like, dude, did you see that? Do you know half the shit they've been through? Hell, we went to the bonus dungeon last game. We're badass, certifiable, #1. Of course we won. Well, they won.
Felix, are you awake?
Ah! Felix, you're awake!
Brother. Are you sure you should be standing?
You don't seem very surprised to find yourself on a floating island.
Felix, once you saved Sheba, you must have swum out here, correct? You must have seen this island was floating when you were swimming. But what do we do now? I have no idea. Nobody knows what lies beyond the Eastern Sea.
Unfortunately, I'm a student of alchemy, not geography.
What is it, Alex?
What's the matter?
Can't you see it? It's land. An island. It's a little bit big for an island.
That's no island. It's a new continent.
We're saved.
Are you?
So it would seem.
Wait. What is it? We're going to pass north of the continent.
She's right.
Then jump off and start swimming.
I don't think we're going to make it. Oh, Crowden, Felix, what are we going to do?
Oh, this can't be good.
What is it? It's a tidal wave. A tidal wave? The earthquake must have caused it.
Oh my! It's coming right at us!
Alex, how can you stay so calm at a time like this?
He can fly, remember?
At times like this, where would be the good in panicking?
Also that.
We'll be washed away.
Help!
Yeah, seems like a good idea. Looks like the arms is still attached. That's a good start. The legs are working fine too. Yep, you're fine.
What?
No, the boat's gone.
What am I doing down here? Oh, I must have blacked out when the wave hit. Hey, we've hit land. That wave must have carried us here. What luck! Have you checked everyone else? Are they alright?
No, I haven't checked them yet.
Then let's go find them and get off this island.
I mean, I also gotta check you first. Poke Crowden with a stick, though.
Ah. Oh, Felix! Ouch! That was quite a blow. What happened when the wave hit?
What do you think happened?
Felix, look! That wave carried us to the continent. We've hit solid land. Let's go, Felix!
I like how Crowden doesn't get music.
Oh. The wave! What happened to the tidal wave? I thought we were done for. But we're all fine. And we've run aground. That tidal wave turned out to be a stroke of luck. I wonder where we are. We should take a look around.
By the way, where has Alex gone? He doesn't seem to be anywhere on the island. You don't think he set out on his own, do you? And I guess there's no reason to look for him here. He might have gone to look for a ship.
Yeah, what track?
Alex wants a ship.
Did you forget what he was saying?
I didn't.
Then you know why he wants to restore alchemy to the world.
By lighting the 4 elemental lighthouses, he might just succeed. But why the ship?
The remaining 2 lighthouses are unreachable by land. None remain to be lit across the Eastern Sea.
So what should we...
We must go to the Great Western Sea.
The Western Sea? Is that where we're going, Felix?
Well, ultimately.
Well said, Felix. And go there we shall.
That's right. Our parents' lives depend on it.
What about you, Sheba?
What do you mean? It's not going to be an easy trip.
And there's no reason you should have to face that danger. Right, Felix?
Then you should know my reason for traveling with all of you, Felix.
What do you mean, Sheba? What reason?
It's my destiny. This quest is your destiny?
And you couldn't tell us about this earlier?
But how can we trust you when we don't know why you're with us? I'm sorry, but please, you have to take me. You must. You need me.
I don't understand. Why exactly do we need you?
You know that I am an adept, don't you? I can control the wind, as Felix already knows.
You knew that she was a wind adept? Staros must have mentioned it atop the lighthouse. I see.
Yeah, kind of.
They saw that I was a wind adept right away. They kidnapped me for my powers. They needed them on their journey. Oh yeah, they would have needed an alignment that completed their own. They said they would need a wind adept in order to light Jupiter's beacon.
Ah, of course. And I suspect we'll need your power there as well.
So you see, you do need me. Alright, I guess I understand now. But you want to know what she meant by Destiny 2, don't you?
Well, Destiny 2 is a game made by Bungie.
I wish we could read minds like Sheba, then we'd know.
I'm sure she will tell us in her own due time, right, Sheba? I think for now, we should simply trust Sheba. Now, I am quite famished. Shall we get moving?
My goodness, old man. See anything around here? No. Okay, those aren't jump overable. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it too much further. Just cause I'm like having a moment here again. I do want to at least get to a town. Thank you for the hydrate, Aegis. Oh, hey, the fight music's different. I think the overworld music is different in general, honestly. Now, where's the nearest town? Yeah, that Renar expand was pretty nice. Oh, hey, a town. Dyla. Oh, a little wet. A tidal wave left a lot of standing water in our village. The worst part is that it's all salt water. Oh, I'll mess around in the town a little bit. And then I'll end. You don't look familiar. You've been to Dyla before? Mm-mm. Well then, welcome to Dyla, the northernmost town on the continent of Indra. Indra? Hmm. I saw a bright light in the northwestern sky earlier, somewhere over Gondwan. It was right before the tidal wave. I wonder if there's a connection. Maybe.
Riki and Tavi sure are out late. I wonder if those two are still out there. They know it's off limits.
Yeah, I'm like struggle bussing.
Welcome. We have just the gear you need.
Our village survived the wave, but all our boats were destroyed. We won't be sailing for a while, but we'll pull through somehow. And of course, all the boats are destroyed.
That ancient tower to the east, it's the shrine of the sea god.
Listen, if you're not into being cursed horribly, you should stay away from there. So what you're saying is, if I want to have some fun, that's where I need to go next.
Yay! Puddles in the village! Yay! I fell in the puddle and got my clothes dirty. Mom's gonna have a fit.
You could just blame Alex. He has water abilities. These people have not met us before. They'll believe it. Time to rebuild my inventory.
Between the pirates and the tidal waves, this town has the worst luck. Now that Briggs has been arrested in Madra, maybe our luck is changing.
A lot of folks say they heard a terrible rumbling from the southeast. If you ask me, it was the road to Madra crumbling to bits.
The wave was awful, but the noise that followed was even worse. A shock alone could probably have destroyed the road to Madra.
When is this Madra place?
In all my years as mayor, I've never seen a wave like that before. I'm grateful that nobody was seriously injured.
They all lucked out, really, if you think about it.
Oh, that wave knocked me over, and now I can't get up. I must have been born to suffer.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Thank goodness for that mountain range to the north. If that range weren't there, we'd have been washed away for sure.
Oh yeah, I can get to you now. You want a boat? Yeah, I want one. What kind of insensitive jerk are you? Everyone knows all our boats were destroyed by the tidal wave. Dude, why are you asking me if I want a boat like you happen to have the one that was left? Travelers, well, I'll be. Do you have a lot of time and nowhere to go? We have places to go, but I suggest you visit the Kandorian Temple to see Master Poi. He performs great feats, but I'll warn you, he might not let you in. Oh? It tells me that's gonna come in handy at some point. already talked to that guy already.
I wonder where our little Tavi has gone. I'm getting worried. He was gone when the wave hit and he hasn't been home since. Tavi never misses 3 o'clock snacksies. Where could he be? This food's getting cold.
Maybe you should go search for him. There was a tidal wave. What is it with parents being bad in video games, man?
Riki's really in for it when he gets home. He's been out playing with his friend for days. That no good kid of mine. Taking his father's fishing pole? I mean, really. If he doesn't come home soon, he's really going to get it.
Y'all should be out looking for him. Unless he's like an adult kid or something, in which case, I guess, yeah. Let's hope he gets his butt back here. I'm even thinking that, about that. Ay. Let's see. Let's talk to everyone at the inn.
We rent a very small inn, so we make do with just the two of us working here.
Yeah, once I'm done going to the town, I'm gonna do that. Like you can tell I'm like struggle bussing. I just wanted to like finish checking out the town and buy some weapons and stuff. That'll get me right to the 2-hour mark. What should I cook for our guest tonight? I just can't decide. Yeah. Search for all the things. Ah, there we go, found it. I don't know when I'll be able to return to Madra. I sure missed the food there.
I hear the seafood in Madra is wonderful. I wonder what kinds of fish they catch in Madra.
Let's see. Purposely saving the weapons shop for last. I haven't seen Tavi and Riki around lately. I like those little guys, so I'm kind of worried about them. If you're looking for a boat, you might check in Madra. Head south, and then when the road forks, follow the path to the east. If you head south, you'll find a fork in the road. Take the road west, and you'll hit the Kandorian Temple in no time. Also good to know. Wait a moment. There we go. 3 points doesn't seem like much at this point, but early on. Okay, there's one item I didn't get yet. I didn't get the thing that was by the inn. Well, let's go and fix that. Around the long way, got it. It feels weird, like having no money and being squishy and stuff again. Cool, stuff to sell. Alright, let's see what's in here. Come in, take a look at our fine weapons. I'll take a look at your weapons in a bit. Ask me anything about armor. Should clear. Oh yeah, let me sell. Let's see, I just remembered something. Yep. Because we, kind of grabbed that earlier. Okay. So shirt's good. I want to do shield is Isaac. Or Isaac. Felix. No one has a hat. Okay, let's see what weapons we are working with here. If I sell his swords, yeah, sword. Sell his sword. Okay. That. And then buy better sword. I don't need a game ticket, but aren't those only good in Tolby from the last game? And oh, Jenna can use swords. Well, she can use that one, but I can't buy it, so. Alright, I'll do for now. If I push my luck any harder, I will just turn off and not turn back on. And that would be hilarious, but not ideal. Hi. And that's pretty bad when I don't even realize it's happening until I realize it's happening. At least it's not as bad as that last time that you and Dine had to, like, practically, like, you should stop now. That was pretty bad. Alright. Alright, let's see. Who's on right now? Where should I drop you off at? Also, yeah, that was a rough one. That's happened a couple times when I've like pushed myself too hard. Oh, speaking of Dine, they're still on. Well, I guess that's safe to say I know where we're going, eh? Also means this is a good time for me to see if I finally fixed Bodichiro's raid command to see if it works correctly now. Hopefully it does. Yeah, nothing like a little live testing. That's what I was looking for. Oh, it's funny. The last person I raided was Dine. Ah, whatever. I don't mind raiding Dine twice. Alrighty. In theory, this should work. Ah, sweet, it works. It works now, yay! Well, that'll make things a little easier. Yep. Anyway, I'll be back here tomorrow evening for some karaoke, where I will probably butcher songs that you may or may not know, and then another edition of Retro Friday. Gonna make sure I get plenty of sleep so that I'm alive for this one. Don't want to die on you all after all. So until then, whoa, wrong screen. Until then, everybody. Really, Bodichiro, I'm gonna do this now. Have yourself a good night, day, whatever time it is in your area of the world. And God's willing, hopefully we'll see you here next time. So until then, everybody, bye-bye. Wang! Oh, but seriously, Bodichiro, I hit the raid button, must you? Must you?